Carlos Alcaraz on facing Laslo Djere. A tough opponent people often underrate. Carlos Alcaraz will chase the Barcelona Open quarterfinal spot against Laslo Djere. The home favorite defeated Ethan Quinn 6-2, 7-6 in the first round and arranged his second clash against the Serb. The two-time champion praised Laslo and his high-level tennis against the rivals from the top. Alcaraz reflected on their first meeting in Buenos Aires 2 years ago, calling it a challenging three-setter. The Spaniard will try to maintain his focus throughout the duel and give his everything. Also, Carlos is eager to reduce the ups and downs and perform at a steady pace against a dangerous opponent. As we already said, they met in the second round in Buenos Aires in 2023. Alcaraz played his first match since November last year and produced a 6-2, 4-6, 6-2 victory in 2 hours. Competing for the first time after 3 months is never easy, and Carlos did a fine job to prevail. The favorite outplayed his first behind the first and second serve and defended 6 of 7 break points. Djere clinched that lone break in the second set to extend the battle. However, he experienced 4 breaks in sets 1 and 3 to propel Alcaraz over the top. Laslo hit a double fault in the third game of the encounter and fell 2-1 behind. Carlos cemented the lead with a service winner in Game 4 before his rival reduced the gap. Laslo felt the pain in his stomach and took a pill ahead of the 6th game. The Spaniard closed the 6th game at love with an unreturned serve and made another push on the return in the next one. The Serb sprayed a forehand error and suffered the second break to fall 5-2 behind. Carlos served for the opener in Game 8 and clinched it with a service winner. Djere had to dig deep in the second part of the match. He erased 8 break points in 3 consecutive games to remain competitive. Carlos denied 2 break points in the second game and had a chance to build the advantage. Laslo stayed composed in Games 5, 7, and 9, overcoming all the challenges and moving 5-4 in front. Alcaraz wasted his opportunities and lost his focus. Djere cracked a backhand down the line winner in the 10th game for a break at 15, taking the set 6-4 and forcing a decider. Carlos recovered and made a fresh start in the final set with 4 comfortable holds. The Serb could not follow that pace. Laslo netted a forehand in the first point to drop serve. Alcaraz cemented the lead with a forehand down the line winner in Game 2. The Spaniard closed the 4th game after a deuce for 3-1 and landed an ace 2 games later to maintain the advantage. Laslo sprayed a forehand error in the 7th game to drop serve and find himself 5-2 behind. Carlos served for the win in Game 8. He painted a half-volley winner for a hold at 15, moving over the top and celebrating his first victory in 3 months. I remember the Buenos Aires match against Laslo. It was a challenging three-setter. Laslo can play at a very high level, and people often forget that. He also performs even better against the rivals from the top. It will be a tough match, and I must raise my level and reduce ups and downs. I expect an intense battle and will give my all to prevail, Carlos Alcaraz said.